Hey everyone, it is Wednesday, the 10th of May 2023. It's 10:21 in the morning, and I have just fucked up by sending my personal details on 2 scripts through to someone on Gumtree asking about the queen bed. So when I was taking the bed apart, for whatever reason, I completely forgot to take the before photo. Now, obviously, I've taken a bunch of photos since I've lived here, so I have plenty of before photos to go with my after photos. But when I listed the ad, I only listed the ad with 2 pictures, and both of them, one showed the mattress in the hallway, and the other one showed the base, half together. Anyway, this person has messaged asking about it, and they asked me if the base comes with it, and I was like, yeah, I thought that was in information I provided, but it does. So they asked when and where they could come and get it. Obviously, I told them, and I was sending through a picture of the bed, actually set up. So I found a bed. I found a photo from the day I was taking it apart, right, on Friday last week, because let me think. I registered that I hadn't taken an actual before photo the day before with my bed made, and so I started taking photos throughout. And I think one of the first I took was of the bed base still put together. Anyway, I sent this person that, and I was looking for an actual picture of the bed made up, and not very well multitasking. It was it's interesting when I think about it. I was like, last night I made a vlog or wrote a post or something like that. I vaguely remember saying something along the lines of, I need to start filling up my water jug to the 1.5 litres with the filtered water and then leave it in the fridge so it's ready for me to start in the morning, because I do not drink enough water. I am very aware that my diet and water intake are not fantastic, but on my long list of things to adult with, I eat well enough to be fine, I think. And the water, I'm very aware, because I end up with these absolutely pounding fucking headaches, and I can't imagine that's helping. And I really am trying to implement all the things I want to do to make my life better. Obviously, it's hard when I go through periods like I did with trimester fucking 3 and the beginning of 1 this year. And I'm still fingers crossed that, I'll get to go to campus tomorrow and meet the student that I've been talking to. So, obviously, we know I talk to everyone, and I'm one of the people who jump into the group chats on for the units to answer. Oh my God, put your phone away, Olivia. Seriously, I've literally sent this fucking picture of 2 scripts with all of my personal details to some complete fucking stranger, and after a quick Google, there is no way to remove it. Awesome. So I would have given them my address regardless, but now they have fucking literally everything. So putting the faith out to the universe that they delete it. So I will contact the customer service people. Do you guys know that Gumtree has a 24-hour fucking chat service? Actually, I second guess myself so fucking much about everything these days. I'm going to double check that, because I'm fairly certain it's right. Here we go. I do not know. I shall figure that out later and put a note in. I do remember thinking after I'd made yesterday's video that I had forgotten an awful lot of what I wanted to say, but in this moment right now, I'm still forgetting. Okay, so let me think if I finished the first part of my first story. Yeah, there are literally nothing I can do except wait for this person to message me back and have faith in the universe and the population and society fucking fucks with me because it's so fucking dumb. But it's faith in the people that got me fucking from where I was at the bottom of the bottom to here. And even with my bad days these days, I'm feeling really good. Actually, it hit me last night, and this is massive, but it hit me last night that I haven't suffered from any suicidal thoughts for at least a week, maybe even a bit longer. And I don't honestly remember times like that. So that's fucking amazing. So I'm really happy. That's definitely showing me that I'm on the right path and I'm doing what I can, and just remembering to like actually acknowledge the small stuff. Like I messaged Sue, Randy's mum, yesterday or the day before, whatever it was, and she video called me last night, and I told her about the ulcers and everything going on. And I basically said to her exactly what my doc said, which was this, like the acid levels or whatever it is so high that I'm like literally burning holes in myself. And she put it in an interesting way that I definitely hadn't thought of or registered, and that was, she said to me, she's like, so you're effectively like incinerating yourself from the inside out. And I was like, yeah, well, I guess when you put it like that. And she's like, so you were literally burning yourself from the inside out, like eating yourself. And I was like, yeah, effectively, that's what the doctors say. And obviously I'm on daily medication, and side note, like the daily medication, I very much need to make an appointment with my doctor, because she said it. If you watch my stuff, you would have heard it. She was like, I need to take it every day, right? Which I absolutely am. But at night time, it is so fucking bad. It is just constant. It's like I cannot, it's like needing to burp, but for fucking so long, it's unbearable. Another little like interesting story I had with myself in my head last night, right, was how much my breathing annoys me when I watch myself. And if you haven't noticed it now, and by pointing it out, it now registers with you, I apologize, yeah? But this is what's happening. And I think for a little while there, I've gotten sort of really caught up in stuff that's made me feel not as confident, or not, or like, well, it's not confident. Like, it's not like I'm all of a sudden watching the videos I make before I upload them, because I'm not. I watched half of last night's one and truthfully got bored from myself and turned it off. So I was like, I'll watch that later. And the only reason I even put it on was because my friend, oh, we have a name for her now. I don't remember what it is. Vada, or something or other. I'll come back on that one too. Anyway, what was I saying to myself? Alright, I've got to go to my list of fucking names, alright, because as I said to her, I was like, there's only so often I can just use the phrase, my friend, saw my friend, talked to my friend, video called my friend. I was like, it just becomes too fucking confusing, and I don't, oopsie daisy, need or want to be any more confused in life than I already am. And since I've stopped calling everybody by their character name in my real life, because I realized that by calling everybody by their character name, if I was to have get-together or drinks or whatever it might be, with my friends in real life who know about this storytelling blog, it would totally defeat the purpose of the anonymousness about it. And it's like, I mean, I don't tell stories that are made up. Like, everything I talk about is real. Sure, some of the shit that I think in my head and I have conversations with myself about, like, I talk them out for a fucking reason. I don't know what half the shit is going on. But it's hold on. It's not like I'm telling, like, stories that could, like, defame me and lawsuits and bullshit like that. And I don't even tell stories about other people. I just tell stories. I mention other people's characters when they affect my stories. I fucking knew it. I don't have it. We had this conversation and I didn't write it down. Anyway, what am I trying to say? Watching the videos, my breathing, it annoys me, right? And I was thinking about it last night because obviously it's not something I do on purpose, yeah? I'm a very loud breather. And I don't breathe properly, right? I can feel it now. So Sue called me on a video last night and I was telling her about everything and she asked me the way she did. And my instinctive answer was my breathing. Or more to the point, I said, I feel like I want to meditate every day, and yet even after creating a meditation room, I don't do it. Excuse me. Bloody fucking bullshit. My fucking insides, outsides. Oh. It's probably a good thing I spend this much time alone because I can imagine I'd be very irritating after a while. Which is ironic because people irritate me after a while. So, anyway, back to my stories, right? So, I think I've started a few. I've like pen and paper next to me to see if I can keep track of myself. I haven't written anything yet. I have just realised that looking at the dot where the camera is basically what it was like when I was interviewed live on TV and they had like the black TV and then the TV with the interview presenters, like and they were like, don't look at them, you've got to look at that. You're looking at this like black fucking screen and it's fucking hard because I instinctively want to look at myself. Like, I obviously like being on camera or the centre of attention or whatever, I guess. I do thoroughly enjoy making my videos. I really am going to make a very strong effort to make them before lunchtime because honestly, I watch my short ones back and I'm just like, even I know they're fucking like not what I want to be doing. Yes, they can like reactivate my fucking nodes of my brain and my memory and bring back the day, but it's so much easier when I at least make a video of like this. This is what are we at? 14 minutes and 7 seconds. So anyway, right. So Sue was talking to me, and it was this. I always find it cute because it's like people say to me exactly the same thing I say to others, right? But as always, it's so much harder to implement shit on yourself. I think most of us would agree with that. When she told me how I needed to rephrase my language, and I was like, yeah, that's what I've been telling Cassidy and my friend on yesterday and this morning on the phone. And so she told me what I knew, which was like focusing on what I am doing. And then she helped remind me that because she asked me, like, what am I doing? If I'm not meditating every day, like, where am I at? And I told her that I'm, like, super aware of this, yeah? And every time I become aware, I start doing, like, the 4 breath in, hold for 4, out for 4 breathing, right? Just really just focus on that for a few minutes. And I know that is the same thing, but as someone who has needed external validation for my entire life and have been in therapy for so many years trying to figure out how to feel validated by myself, fingers crossed I get there, because I'm not even sure I'm halfway there yet. No, I take that back. I don't know where I am. There's no scale, but I'm definitely not, like, yeah. Oh my god, I've just realised something. Oh my god, I have just fucking realised something. So, my experiment yesterday was a, fluke. It didn't work, yeah, alright? Yesterday's experiment didn't work. I'm gonna write myself that note. So, yesterday I took fucking, at 10 past 9 in the morning yesterday, I took 0.5 mils. Then at 12:45, I took 0.25 mils. And then at 7:05 p.m., I took 0.6 mils. I don't remember that working, but by that point, I was already smoking, so I wouldn't have been able to tell the difference. So this morning, I was like, well, I'm not going anywhere. And I'm just continuing on from what I was doing yesterday, excuse me, which is like sorting crap. I've got like excess amount of like storage, emails, folders, things I need to do. I still need to start back studying this fucking software, like making appointments, fucking all the growing up stuff people have. Plus, I didn't get through the washing basket last night, so there's now like 3 fucking piles on my floor. So I know which ones I need to do urgently, but as I said to Cassidy on the message yesterday, I was like, I'm so fucking over how many fucking loads of washing I've got. I was like, I'm just washing and then drying in the dryer until it's all done. Though I think I've shrunk one of my t-shirts, because I just put one of my t-shirts on with the swear words, and all of a sudden it just felt like it was strangling me. Hence the singlet. My heat is on, so yeah. Anyway, I'm going to round off because I honestly have lost my train of thought. But on saying that, today I originally wanted to take just 1 full mil, and then I thought probably isn't wise to go from 0.5 to 1. So I ended up doing 0.08 at 9 a.m. this morning, and the fucking syringes aren't the exact size for like where they go into the bottle, and I haven't got any there that are perfect size, so every time I do it I have to be so careful, and like oil comes out and then I put the bottle up the right way as fast as I can, and then there's oil out, so I measured 0.8, and then there would have been like, I don't know how fucking much on the side and all the way down my finger. So anyway, the point to my story at 19 minutes and 10 seconds is it is working. It is 10:40 a.m. on the 10th of May 2023, and my 0.8 mils of THC plus the little bits that dripped out are actually starting to kick in. So I'm going to go make a note of that. I'm going to start keeping track of all the meds I take and the oils I take so I can figure shit out. Especially since I have not smoked a single thing, and the feeling I am feeling right now is so fucking much better than any of the fucking vaping or smoking cannabis products I have. So I feel like that says a lot. And yeah, that's me for now. Happy Wednesday. Oh, and side note, I already have 2 tickets to see the Rocky Horror Picture Show, but the first one's fucking ages away. Like, they're both in July, mid-July, end of July, and because I'm now going to the very final show with Juice and his partner, because originally I didn't even look at a calendar or do my math properly, because the 8th of July and the 16th of July is actually a week. I did not want to go 2 weekends in a row, but I also don't particularly want to have to wait that long, and I found a seat, a decent seat, with a concession rate at $89.90 for May the 24th. I think it's the 1 p.m. But May the 24th is the 9-year anniversary to the day of meeting Mr. X. And that's a day I remember vividly every year that goes past. Every year that goes past on that day, I think of that day. And I really think I'm currently booked in with my therapist, right, on the same exact day, yeah? Same time, yeah? And if I'm like projecting myself forward to the 24th of May, yeah? So it's only 14 days away, and I'm asking future Liv, would you rather be sitting talking to your therapist, or would you rather be sitting at a live production of your all-time favorite movie in the entire world, the thing that makes you the most happiest, calmest, content person in any mood that I'm in? Honestly, if you put a Rocky Horror on, especially Sweet Transvestite, it might not happen instantly, but it will happen. It will start to bring me around, because Frank always does. So I think I answered my own question. Time to go and see if the seat's available. If it is, I'm going to treat myself so that I can go alone in 2 weeks. See ya!